Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English with Podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Laura. Today we're diving deep into a topic that can truly transform your life. The secret to starting small habits.
Habits are the foundation of our daily lives. From brushing our teeth in the morning to scrolling through our phones at night, habits shape our behaviors, often without us even realizing it. But here's the question. How do we build good habits and make them stick?
That's what we're here to answer today. A lot of people struggle with habits because they aim too high too quickly. They set ambitious goals like exercising for an hour every day, but they quickly burn out or lose motivation.
And that's why the secret lies in starting small. Tiny habits might seem insignificant at first, but over time, they create a ripple effect that leads to significant changes. Let's explore why this works and how anyone can use this approach to improve their life.
And don't forget, we've prepared a PDF for this episode full of useful tips and vocabulary to help with your learning. You can find it on our Telegram channel. We left the link in the description. Chris, have you ever heard of the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day?
I have, Laura, and it's so true for habits. Small habits are powerful because they're easy to start and maintain. They don't feel overwhelming, so you're less likely to procrastinate or quit.
Exactly. Our brains are wired to resist big changes. When you start small, you're essentially tricking your brain into thinking the task is too easy to ignore. Over time, those small actions become automatic.
And the science backs this up. Studies show that habits rely on repetition. The more often you perform an action, the more it becomes a part of your routine. That's why starting small is so effective. It allows you to focus on consistency rather than intensity.
Let's give our listeners some practical tips for starting small habits. What's the first step, Chris?
The first step is to make your habit ridiculously easy. For example, if you want to start exercising, don't aim for a 30-minute workout. Start by doing one push-up or walking for 1 minute.
That sounds simple. And once you master that, you can build on it. This is known as the 2-minute rule. The idea is to scale down any habit so it takes only 2 minutes to complete.
Right. Want to read more? Start by reading one paragraph. Want to meditate? Sit down and take one deep breath. The key is to make the habit so small that you can't fail.
Another step is to use habit stacking. This means linking your new habit to an existing one. For instance, after brushing your teeth, you could floss one tooth.
Or after making your bed, you could write down one thing you're grateful for. Habit stacking works because it creates a mental connection between activities, making it easier to remember your new habit.
Of course, building habits isn't always smooth sailing. What should people do if they miss a day?
Great question. Missing one day is normal and happens to everyone. The key is to avoid missing 2 days in a row. Think of it like this. If you drop your phone, you pick it up right away. You don't throw it across the room.
That's a funny way to put it, but it's true. One missed day won't ruin your progress. Just get back on track as soon as you can.
Another challenge is staying motivated. How can people stay inspired to stick with their small habits?
One way is to celebrate your successes. Each time you complete your habit, reward yourself. It doesn't have to be a big reward. Just saying, well done, to yourself can make a difference.
That's such a great tip. And don't forget to focus on your why. Why are you building this habit? Maybe you want to feel healthier, have more energy, or improve your skills. Keeping your goal in mind can help you stay motivated.
Let's talk about the long-term impact of small habits. Chris, have you ever heard of the compound effect?
I have. It's the idea that small actions, repeated consistently, lead to massive results over time. For example, saving just $1 a day might not seem like much, but in a year, you'll have 365.
Exactly. The same principle applies to habits. If you improve by just 1% each day, you'll be 37 times better by the end of the year. Small changes might seem slow at first, but they add up in ways you can't imagine.
That's why starting small isn't just effective, it's essential. Big goals can be overwhelming, but small habits feel achievable. And once they become automatic, you can build on them to create even bigger changes.
Before we wrap up, let's talk about mindset. Why do you think mindset matters when starting small habits, Chris?
Mindset is everything. Many people think small changes won't make a difference. But the truth is, small changes are the only way to create sustainable progress. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up every day.
And it's also about seeing yourself differently. Instead of saying, I'm trying to exercise, say, I'm becoming someone who values fitness. Small habits reinforce this new identity, which makes them easier to stick to.
That's a powerful way to think about it. And remember, habits aren't just about the action. They're about the person you're becoming.
Let's do a quick recap of some useful words we talked about today. Consistency, the quality of always behaving or performing in a similar way over time. Example, consistency is the key to turning small actions into long-term habits.
Except the consistency of squirrel droppings.
Routine, a sequence of actions regularly followed, a fixed program. Example, adding a small habit to your morning routine can make it easier to stick with.
Wait, what?
It's perfectly routine. I just note that Peter...
Reinforce, to strengthen or support an idea, behavior, or feeling. Example, positive rewards can reinforce your commitment to a new habit.
I believe there was time to reinforce this lower concrete pad before the lava reached the earth and contaminated the groundwater.
Automatic, done without conscious thought as a habit or routine. Example, brushing your teeth is an automatic habit you don't even think about.
With Harry's code ingrained in me, cleaning a kill room should be automatic.
Incremental, relating to small gradual steps or increases. Example, taking incremental steps makes big goals seem more achievable.
Incremental effects countermeasures to toxic agents in liquid systems delivery.
Mindset, the established set of attitudes held by someone, often influencing their behavior. Example, adopting a growth mindset helps you stay motivated when starting small habits.
I was trying to get in the young mindset and, stuff started to flow.
So we decided to give you grammar tests to improve your grammar level. Let's go.
To sum up, the secret to starting small habits is to keep them easy, consistent, and tied to your existing routine. Celebrate your progress, focus on your identity, and don't worry about being perfect.
That's right, Chris. Small habits might seem insignificant at first, but over time they create big changes. So whether you want to read more, exercise, or learn a new skill, start small and stay consistent.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We hope this episode inspires you to take the first step toward building the life you want.
Don't forget to share this podcast with your friends and subscribe for more episodes. See you next time.
Bye for now, and remember, small steps lead to big results.